Hi friends, so today we will have a discussion about the various examples relating to the concept called as operators. As we have already discussed in the previous video about the basic concept relating to the operators and tokens. In this video, we will try with some examples what is the basic working behind the various operators like arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators and assignment operators. And the other operator sections will be discussed in the next video. Okay, so in the first case we are discussing about the example relating to the operator classification called as arithmetic operators. So here we are taking two values, that is a and b. A and b is called as a variables, and a will be holding a value 20 and b will be holding a value 10, and we are performing the various arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus operation in these variables. Okay, so in the first case 20 plus 10 equal to 30, so that particular value will be stored into a variable named as c, d or e. So here we are using add. So add is a variable that is used to hold the result of the addition operation. Next, sub, subtraction, is a variable, or sub is a variable that will be holding the result of the operation subtraction, that is a minus b. So here a minus b means 20 minus 10, so the result will be 10. And the next case, the multiplication operation, and the result will be stored into a variable named as mul, mul. So the result will be 200 will be stored into the variable named as mul. And the fourth operation, we are performing a division with the value 20 and 10, that is a value present inside a and b. So 20 divided by 10 means 2 will be the result. So it will be stored to the variable named as div. It is called as div or division. And the fifth case, we are finding out the remainder using the operator named as modulus or modulo operator. Okay, so we are finding out the remainder, that is 20 divided by 10, the remainder will be 0, and that remainder will be stored in a variable named as rem. It stands for remainder. Okay, so this is a concept. Now we can implement the program.
This is a program that shows how arithmetic operators is being used in the programming language named as C. So in this program, first of all, we are including the two important libraries, that is standard input-output.h and console input-output.h, because we have used a lot of built-in function in this particular program like printf, getch, etc. And after that, we are moving on to the user-defined function named as a main. And since this function is not returning any value, we have represented void in front of main. Okay, so void stands for it's not returning any value. And after that, we have declared a lot of variables in the data type named as integer. Data type is a concept that is used to identify what type of value is being present in a particular variable. So since we are not using fractional values or characters, we have used the data type named as integer for performing the arithmetic operations. And we have declared and initialized two variables named as a and b. A is holding a value named as 20 and b is holding a value named as 10. And after that, you can see add, sub, mul, div, rem, etc. These are the variables that will be storing the result of calculations, addition, subtraction, multiplication, divisions and modulus. And after performing these calculations, we are printing the result with the help of a format specifier. This is a format specifier used in this program. This is a format specifier. Okay, so with the since we are using integer data type, we use a format specifier %d. Okay, so this is a format specifier for integer. So this is how the arithmetic operators is being implemented in C program, and the output of the program will be like this. Okay, we cannot able to understand the output clearly, so we are using some sort of escape sequence like new line characters in order to represent the output in an efficient manner. So we have changed the program, and here you are using the escape sequence like /n. /n stands for new line. Okay, so /n is an escape sequence. So this escape sequence is used to present the output in a meaningful or in a convenient manner. Okay, so from this output you can understand what are the results of addition, subtraction, multiplication, divisions and remainder. So this is how the arithmetic operators is been implemented in C program.
So now we will be discussing about the relational operator. So we are using the same variable a and b. A is holding a value 20, b is holding a value 10. So we are relating these two values, whether 20 is greater than 10, whether 20 is less than 10, whether the value present inside a and b is equal or not. Okay, so we are using these operators and storing the result in particular variables named as C, D, E, F, G, H, etc. The result will be in the form of 1 or 0, that is true or false. In the first case we are using a greater than operator, so A is greater than B. A contains 20, B contains 10. So 20 is greater than 10. So definitely the result will be 1 because it is a true case. 20 is greater than 10. In the next case also 20 is greater than or equal to 10. 20 is not equal to 10 but 20 is greater than 10. So in that case too the result will be 1. In the next case 20 less than 10. Okay, so 10 is greater than 20. It is a false. It will be a false case and the result will be 0. 20 less than or equal to 10. It will be also false. And another comparison we are making that the value present inside A and B is equal or not. That is A equal to B. We are comparing the value in A and B and the result will be 0 because 20 is not equal to 10. And in the next case we are using another operators, that is another category of relational operators, that is 20 not equal to 10. Definitely it is right because 20 and 10 are not equal and the result will be 1. So this is a basic idea behind the program and we are implementing the program.
In this program we are implementing how the relational operators is being used in C. Okay, so in a similar manner we have declared a lot of variables. We have declared the same variable named as A and B, which will be holding the value 20 and 10, and we are relating the values present in A and B, whether the value present in A is greater than B, whether the value present in B is greater than A, or the value present in these two variables are equal or not. For that we are using the relational operators and we are making the comparison with the help of these relational operators here, and the result will be stored in this variable C, D, E, F, G and H. The result will be in the form of 1 or 0. 1 stands for the positive result and 0 stands for the negative results, and the result is being displayed. So this is a program that show the working of relational operators, and this will be the output of the program. We are making comparison with the value present inside A and B. A consists of value 20 and B consists of value 10. So 20 greater than 10 or not, 20 less than 10 or not, the value present in A and B are equal or not, and the result will be in the form like this. So this is how the relational operators will be working.
Now we will move on to the next category of operator, that is logical operator. So here we are using three variables A, B and C. So different values will be present inside the variable. A contains a value 10, B contains a value 10 and C contains a value 20. So we are using the logical operators like AND, OR and NOT. So in the AND, while using the case named as AND, it has to satisfy two conditions. Two conditions must be satisfied. So the first condition is A equal to B. The value present inside A and B is equal or not. That condition will be satisfied because A and B consist of the same value. And the second condition is C less than B. Definitely C consists of the value 20, B consisting of the value 10. So B is less than C. C less than B will be a false case. So the result will be 0. 0 will be stored to the variable named as D. And the next case we are using OR operator belonging to the logical operator, OR operator. So any of the conditions must be satisfied. So we are using the same approach, that is A equal to B or C less than B. So A equal to B will be satisfied. We are comparing the value inside A and B. So A and B consist of the same value. So that condition will be satisfied. So the result will be 1 because any of the conditions has been satisfied. Okay. In the third case, we are using the NOT operator. That is, we are inverting the conditions and we are using that A equal to B. Actually, here A and B are equal, but we are negating the value. So the result will be 0. So that result will be stored in the particular variable named as F. So now we will be implementing this concept in C program.
So now we will move on to the next section, that is logical operators section. We have used three logical operators, that is AND, OR and NOT. And we have here we have declared three variables A, B and C and initialized with the value 10, 10 and 20, and after that we have declared D, E, F in order to store the result of the particular calculation. So in the first case, A and B are equal, right? The value present inside A and B are equal, so this statement will be true. And in this condition, C less than B, here the value of C is 20. 20 is not less than 10. So here it will be a false statement. So in this particular operation, the result will be 0. right, because this condition is true and this condition is false. And we are moving on to the next stage. Here this condition is true, that is value of a and b are equal, so they are true, and c less than b, the statement is false. But since we are using the operator, logical operator named as OR, the result will be 1, because any of the conditions must be true. There is no need of restrictions that the two conditions must be true. If any of the conditions satisfy, then the result will be 1. Okay, so that is a case of using OR operator. And here we are inverting the value, that is the value of a and b are equal, we are inverting it with the help of NOT operator, and in this particular case the result will be 0, and the result will be displayed with the help of the format specifier. Okay, this is the output of the program. So this is how the logical operators is being used in C program.
Now we will have a discussion about the assignment operator. In the case of assignment operators, we are assigning a value, assigning a constant or assigning the particular result into a variable. Okay, so here you are using the two variables a and b. A consists of the value 19, b consists of the value 9. And we are using a lot of shorthand operator, shorthand assignment operator, that is c equal to a plus equal to 1. In the sense c is equal to a plus 1. So that result will be stored to the variable named as c. So here the value inside a is 19, so 19 plus 1, it will be 20. In the next case, what will be the value stored inside the variable named as d? That is b minus equal to 1. B consisting the value 9. B minus equal to 1 means B equal to B minus 1. So 9 minus 1, 8. 8 will be stored inside the variable named as B. In the similar manner, we are performing the multiplication and the division operation with the help of this variable. Slight difference will be there because the value inside A and B has been changed already. So in the next case, the result depends upon the new value. Okay, the updated value, that is A equal to A star 2 means the new value of A is 20. So 20 into 2. 19 will not be considered because the updated value will be considered. So 20 into 2 means 40. 40 will be stored to the variable named as C. And the next case, we are storing a value of division operation into the variable named as F. And the updated value of B is 8. So 8 divided by 2 means 4. And that particular result will be stored to the variable named as F. Now we can move on to the C program for implementing this concept.
Now we are moving on to the next category of operator, that is assignment operator. And we have declared a lot of variables, and here we have declared a and b and initialized with the value 19 and 9, and after that we have declared c, d, f to find the calculation or to store the result of the calculations. And the first case, c is equal to a plus equal to 1 means c equal to a plus 1. The result will be stored in c. Then here this kind of operators is called as shorthand assignment operators. And after that, here d equal to b minus equal to 1 means d equal to b minus 1. So here the value of b is 9, 9 minus 1 means 8. Here the value of a is 19, so 19 plus 1 means 20. So 20 will be stored to c, and 8 will be stored to d. So here the value of a and b is getting updated. The value of 19 get updated to 20 and the value of 9 gets updated to 8. And here we are performing the multiplication operation. E is equal to a star equal to 2 means E equal to a multiplied by 2. So here the value of a, the updated value of a is 20. So 20 into 2 means 40. And in this case, F is storing a value of operations of division to the value stored inside B, that is F equal to B divided equal to 2. That means the value of B, the updated value of B is here the 9 is changed to 8. So the updated value is 8. 8 divided by 2 means the result will be 4. Okay, so that is the output of this operation, and the output is being displayed with the help of printf statements and also the format specifier. So this is the output. So in the first case it will be 20, second 8, and the next one 40, and the fourth result is 4. So this is how the assignment operators is been working. Actually, assignment operators means assigning the value to any particular variables. So here we have implemented the concept of shorthand assignment operation. Okay.